So it really depends on what you mean by affordable, how many days you're going to be here, and I don't know about all the things and options on the island, even though I live here as a resident. But here's what I would recommend. One, you're either going to be walking a lot or bringing your own bike to the island, because renting a bike is going to hike up that price. And if you have 5 people, 5 bike rentals can be pretty expensive. So I am outside the Mackinac Art Museum, which is located right next to Marquette Park downtown. And this is a really cool museum. It is, for adults, $10.50 a ticket. And then, like I said, it's right next to Marquette Park under the fort. So I would recommend going to the museum. They open at 10 a.m., 10 to 4:30, and then go to Dowd's Market and get stuff to make a picnic and have a beautiful picnic right here on the lawn. It is gorgeous and it overlooks the marina. I also recommend if you walk this way. So if I'm facing the marina, you're turning left, walking all the way downtown to Mission Point Resort, where they have the big lawn with the Adirondack chairs. There's also Boxwood Cafe down there. So go in, get a drink, a coffee, whatever, a refreshment, and then go outside and sit on the lawn. That is lovely. If you go in the other direction towards downtown, you will see a turquoise building. Just like keep walking as if you're walking out of downtown all the way in the other end. That is the library. The library is beautiful. Now, if you don't live here, you can't borrow books, but they do sell used books for like 50 cents a dollar. So pick up a book, bring it to the Adirondack chairs, read a book there. Enjoy just a lovely evening. Now, if you're like, that's too low key for me, I'm not really into that stuff, other more affordable things to do are going up into the fort. I think the tickets are close to $10.50. I would have to walk over there and check, which I'm not going to do right in this moment. The fort up there has so many museums and things that you can look at. They do demonstrations. There is a lovely cafe up there. But restaurant prices here on the island can be a little pricey. I highly recommend that. There are amazing hiking trails as well. So bring a comfortable pair of shoes. I'm trying to think. I think the Butterfly House is more affordable. There's two. There's the original Butterfly House, which is close to downtown. And then there's another Butterfly House up at Surrey Hill. If you want to spend about $50 a person to do a tour on a carriage, that gives you a great tour of the island. It stops at Surrey Hill, which is where the Butterfly House is at. Trying to think, affordable. I don't know, what would you guys recommend? If you've been to Mackinac Island and you've done affordable things, what would you recommend? There's putt-putt. Not sure if you're into putt-putt. If you want to go check out the Grand Hotel and walk around and enjoy the grounds, go to one of their cafes, go to the Cupola Bar, see the inside. $12 per person gets you in and gets you access to those public spaces. That's really fun, especially if you're into that stuff. And then always check out like the state park, which is part like the fort, the historic park here in Mackinac Island. The state park, they list their events. They have a ton of free events, free tours and stuff that you can do. So go to their website and see what is currently happening. Also visit MackinacIsland.org. That is going to be our, that's the official tourism bureau, and they have events and stuff planned. So there are a lot of free activities on the island. You just have to know where to look. So check out the state park website for their events, as well as MackinacIsland.org. And I hope that you guys have a fabulous time. If you see me, please say hello.